Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Survivors Lounge. I am 𝚘𝚑𝚎, aka Coach K, your transformational health, life, and trauma coach, and I help people strategically transform their lives after experiencing trauma in relationships by helping them redefine and rediscover the power of their own voice. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I wanted to come on really quickly for Heart and Soul Conversations and talk about the narcissist and commitment. And I just got done talking about what the word commitment means to me over in the lounge. So I wanted to really come on this afternoon because I haven't really talked about narcissism in a little bit in detail. Hey, Ava, thank you for tuning in. So I really wanted to touch on the narcissist and commitment. A lot of times when we are in relationships with narcissists, we wind up saying, oh, I don't understand why they can't commit. I don't understand why he won't just commit to me. I don't understand why she won't just commit to me. Well, the reason being that narcissists won't commit is because they have no loyalty to anybody but themselves. No loyalty to anybody but themselves. Thank you all for coming in and taking a moment to tune in with me. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'll be the replay again. I'm 𝚘𝚑𝚎, your transformational health, life, and trauma coach, and I help people strategically transform their lives after coming out of toxic relationships by helping them rediscover the power of their own voice. Hi, Ty, thank you for tuning in. So today I'm really talking about the narcissist and commitment. Narcissistic people will never commit to a relationship because their only commitment is to themselves. And they don't understand what loyalty is. They have no care for loyalty. Commitment and loyalty go hand in hand. Hi, Aaron, thank you for tuning in. So when you're committed to somebody, you're loyal to that person. When you're committed to your vision, you're loyal to your vision. You're loyal to the process. Narcissists are not loyal to anybody but themselves. Hi, Rachel, thank you for watching. So when you're in a relationship with somebody and you just can't seem to get them to commit, you might be in a relationship with a narcissist. And you might really need to take stock of what it is that's going on. There's a few signs that you can really pay attention to that will kind of give you a clear indication that you are involved with a narcissist, or even with friendships. If you are friends with narcissistic people, they won't commit to your friendship. They won't, because it's all about them. You'll be the loyal one and they'll be drawing from your loyalty. Hey, Veronica, thank you for watching. You'll be the loyal one and they'll be drawing from your loyalty. They'll be drawing everything from you. You'll be the giver in that friendship. You'll be the giver in that business. You'll be the giver in that relationship. And you'll be drained because that's all they try to do anyway, is take from you. So they don't pour anything back. They don't give anything back because they're not committed. And they never will be. Well, let me take that back. They're committed to themselves. And they're loyal to their own, hi Marlene, they're loyal to their own scheme, to their own plan to get the supply that they need to keep being I was about to cuss. Woo, hey, thank you for watching. They are committed to being the human beings that they are when they're taking advantage of people. They're committed to their ruining somebody else's life. Hi, Joe, thank you for watching. They are committed to taking other people down. They're committed to the lies they tell because they believe their own lies, because they have to convince everybody else that the lie is true. So they have to commit to the lies they tell. So narcissistic people will never commit to you. You said, go ahead and curse. Woo, I'm trying to make my lives now a little more family friendly, I guess, because sometimes, kids come across these things and, I know sometimes my son watches my lives and man, I really try, but narcissists, they bring it out of you. They definitely make you want to curse them to somewhere way, 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 way deep down in the middle of the earth and hot because of their commitment to ruining your life. But that their commitment is to that. Their commitment is to the destruction of their target. That's why they will never commit to you. And it might sound harsh to some of you, but it's the reality of what it is. Instead of beating your brain about why they just won't commit to you and you trying to figure out what you can do to make them commit, what you can do is commit to yourself. What you can do is be loyal to you. What you can do is take that loyalty and all that love that you're trying to get from them and turn it on to yourself and say, hey, listen, girl, you're worthy of more than this. You deserve better than this. Commit to you. I'm going to commit to myself. I'm going to commit to my healing. I'm going to commit to my own process. I'm going to commit to getting out of this toxic relationship and getting into a loving relationship with me. How about that? Let's commit to that, because they never commit. Hi, Kay, thank you for tuning in. And they never will. So stop looking for it. And if you're with somebody who you've been with for years and you still can't get them to commit to you, sweetheart, they're not the one. They're not the one, especially not for this season. You know, people might get it together and come back around, but narcissistic people, they will never change. They don't want to change. Their change is temporary and it's disingenuous. It's not real. They do it so that they can continue to get supply from you. They do it so that you can continue to be committed to them. They do it so that you continue to be loyal to their lie. Hi, Carissa, thank you for watching. But they will never be loyal to you and what your heart desires. Your heart desires more than what they can ever give you. Hey, Tony, thank you for watching. Hey, Janine, thank you for tuning in. Your heart is bigger than anything a narcissist can ever give you. The loyalty that you give them, they will never match. The commitment that you give them, they will never match. The friendship, you go hard for them, they will never match you. So you're pouring your love and your energy and you're giving your commitment to somebody who will never appreciate it. They will never value it. And so it's like you're pouring new wine into old wineskin. What's the point of that? You can't use it. You're casting your pearls amongst swine. Hi, Aaron. Thank you for watching. You're giving your best to somebody who doesn't deserve it. We might not want to realize that when we're coming out of toxic relationships or when we're in the middle of it. That's the hardest thing to do, is to look yourself in the mirror and say, damn it, I've wasted 5 years. I've wasted my time on this person. 5 years you can't get back. 10 years you can't get back. That's the hardest thing to admit, is that you've committed to something that has not committed to you. You've been loyal to somebody that was never loyal to you. You've poured out your love and your heart and your deepest inner self onto somebody who can't even value what you're worth. And they never will, because their commitment is only to themselves. Hi, Gillette, thank you for watching. Their commitment will never be to you. So I encourage you, if you are with somebody, or even if you're friends with somebody, because let me tell you about narcissistic friends. They drain the life out of you too. And again, their commitment is to their energy. Their commitment is to what they're going to get from you. Their commitment is to what you can do for them. But they will never be the friend that will show up when you need them. They will never be the friend who you can call when you are down and out. They will never be those core 5 ride or die people at all, ever. Ever. They will never be that person for you. Do away with people like that. Now is the time to cut people loose who do not serve you for your highest good. Release yourself from relationships that you cannot get equal reciprocation. If you're committed to somebody, that means you're loyal to them, and they're not giving you back what you deserve in return in any way, shape, or form, because you know, people love differently. Everybody's idea of what love is different, and everybody's love need and love language is different. So everybody shows love in a different way. Everybody's way of committing is different. So we have to actually have an open mind when it comes to watching somebody else's love language and what they consider to be love. So if they're not giving back to you in any way, shape, or form that love that you've been giving out, you're right, Gillette, whether it's friends or family or your loved one, your mate, your partner, okay, then it's time to cut them loose. And I mean go no contact. It's hard to go no contact with your siblings. It's hard to go no contact with family because they're your family, and you will always have that natural longing to connect with them. You will always have that natural longing to be loyal to them, even though they're not loyal to you. And it's, you know, sometimes family isn't the one that's blood. Sometimes family are the ones that support you, the ones who show up for you, the ones who give when you need, the ones who you give when they need, the ones who ride or die with you. Sometimes that's not always your blood-born crew. Sometimes family are the ones you meet along the way, the ones who serve you on your journey, the ones who you serve on your journey. That's family. That's tribe. That's your village. That's commitment. And that's loyalty. I'm sorry I'm sounding so preachy today. I am so passionate when it comes to the word commitment. Hey, Chrissy, thank you for tuning in, because people don't understand that commitment and loyalty go hand in hand. You can't have commitment without loyalty. You can't have loyalty without commitment. And a narcissist will never be that. So free yourself in your mind from thinking that it's you, it's not, it's them. It will always be them. Okay? It will always be them. And they seek out whom they can sift, devour, and destroy. Seriously. To me, that sounds like the devil walking. Okay? Because the Bible says he comes to kill, steal, and destroy, seeking who he can sift and devour. That's what narcissistic people do. To a T. Sounds like the enemy to me. The enemy's not you. A lot of times our enemy is our inner me that we don't pay attention to. Really. So if you're committed to somebody who's not committing to you, run. Start over with yourself. Hey Natalie, hey Terrence, thank you guys for watching. I see your comments. I'm gonna go back through, but I gotta keep going as I'm feeling, led to say what I'm saying right now. Commitment and loyalty go hand in hand, and I had to realize the hard way, by heartbreak and trauma and abuse, that that person was never going to commit to me. And the sad thing is, people told me he's not going to be faithful to you. He's never going to commit to you. And I was searching deep down for ways that I could, but if I just do this, then he'll do that. If I just do this, then maybe he'll see this in me and want to commit to me. When the reality is, he was committed to getting whatever he can get from me and Maria and all those other women that he's attached to. And hi, lady. Spencer, thank you for tuning in. Some people are still attached to that person, expecting him to commit to them because they're good at camouflaging who they really are. They pretend to commit so they can get what they want, but they'll never really commit. When it comes down to the core value of what commitment and loyalty is, you will never get it in a relationship with a narcissist. You will never get it from a narcissistic parent. You will never get it from a narcissistic friend. You will never get that longing that you have for love, for commitment, for loyalty, for marriage, for anything good from a narcissist. You would never get it. It will never come from them at all whatsoever. Hey Vass, thank you for tuning in at all. And I really hope you guys get that. Let it sink in. If you have narcissistic parents, you know what? Sometimes you just might have to let them be who they are, love them from a distance so you can be healthy. Well and whole, mind, body, heart, and soul. Okay? It's all about you. Commit to yourself. Commit to your journey. Commit to your calling. Commit to your path in this life so that you can go ahead and be who you need to be for the rest of the world, because there's a gift inside of you. There's a word inside of you. There's a message inside of you that needs to come out, that needs to be heard, that people need. There's a gift that you have that the rest of the world needs, and they're not getting it because you're attached to the commitment of somebody who's not committed to you. You're not committed to yourself. The biggest wake-up call I had was the fact that I wasn't committed to me, but I'm looking for the commitment of other people. Whether it was friends, whether it was my children, I wanted commitment because I'm thinking I'm committed. I couldn't commit to anybody else 100% until I learned who I was and I was worthy of the commitment that I seek from other people. But we can't expect other people to give us what we are not. And if we're not committed to who we are, our queendom, and our kingship, we cannot ever expect anybody else to commit to that. And when it comes to narcissistic people, doesn't matter how much you commit to yourself, they will never commit to you. Not ever. So if you're in a relationship with somebody, friendship, family member, whatever it is, who is taking from you more than they're giving, hey Donna, thank you for watching. Release yourself from that toxic energy, set yourself free, redirect your focus and your energy onto you. Become loyal to yourself and let them go on about their merry way and continue on their journey of ruining lives, but allow them to no longer ruin you. Pick your pieces back up and put yourself back together, one piece at a time. One day at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time. It doesn't matter how long it takes, okay? Commit to doing it. Commit to your own healing process. Commit to you. Be loyal to yourself. You know, we were asked the question today in our bonus question, what will we continue to be loyal to going forward? And my answer was me. I will always continue to be committed to me. I will always continue to be committed to my journey. I will be committed to my message. I'll be committed to my calling. I'll be committed to what it is that I'm meant to do and who I'm meant to serve in this world. Hey Connie, thank you for watching. I will always remain committed to who I really am. Because to my own self, I have to be true. That's the only way I can truly be myself. Learning to commit to me was the way I learned who I was. You learn your gifts as you learn to commit. You learn your gifts as you learn to be loyal to who God is in you. You learn who God is by committing to you. You learn who Source is by being loyal to who you are, into your vision, into your dreams. Sorry guys, I you know, I'm gonna go back through the comments now, you know. You're on fire. Thank you, Gillette. Let's see. Never needed this message. And I definitely do my best to speak truth, because at the end of the day, that's what's necessary. When it comes to being in relationships and love, we seek it because we're beings and we're creatures of love. We were created from love. God is love, and if God is in us, then we are who He is, right? And so when we're connected to people, when we become one with someone else, we expect them to love the way we do. We expect them to commit the way we do. And that's not always the case. Be willing to become all that you seek from other people, so that when they don't give you what you expect for them to give, you're not empty. You're not giving from an empty cup. You're still full because you're loving on yourself. Your cup is still overflowing because you're giving yourself exactly what you need, and you're allowing God to pour into you from a different place. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me right now. I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna leave it at that. Heart and soul conversations. You know, guys, when I say that this was born out of pain, it had to be, in order for me to understand that something great was in me, and something greater had to come out of that situation. And the greater is here right now for such a time as this. The greater is me being no longer afraid to speak, to share, and to let people know the truth about this kind of energy from people. Narcissistic personality disorder, it's awful. It's awful. And it's not just in a love relationship, but again, it's in friendships as well, and in parents that are that way. And when you are a narcissistic parent, you're breeding narcissistic children. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. Be willing to become what you expect from other people. Well, we have to be. You know, a lot of time, and let's get this. Let's talk about this real quick. And I'm glad you brought that up, Veronica. Hi, so blessed. Thank you for tuning in. When women, we're good for this. We have this long ass list of things that we want this man to be, right? He has to be independent. He has to have his own place. He has to have his own car. He has to have a great job. He has to make X amount of dollars, right? We have this whole list of everything we expect from him. And most of the time, let's be honest, do we match that list? No, we don't. But we come into a relationship with all these demands and expectations of this list that we have. But do we measure up to the list that we require from that person? 9 times out of 10, we don't. Because we're coming into a relationship with all those daggone expectations. When you're whole and you're healthy and you're well, and you're in love with yourself first, you don't go into a relationship with expectations. Hey Jason, thank you for watching. Because you understand that expectations creates limitations. And when you have limitations on a relationship, it cannot flourish. It cannot be what it's meant to be. So we have to first become everything that we have on that list. If you want him to have 6 figures, baby girl, you better get up and go make some 6 figures yourself, so that y'all gonna have a matched 7-figure income. Okay? How about that? Don't ask him to take care of you if you're not taking care of you. Don't. Can we talk about that for a second? Being committed to who you are means getting your life in order. Being committed to yourself and being loyal to your life means getting your life in order, getting your finances together. If you have to work more than one job, do that. Because you can't expect 6 figures from him if you're not even making 5. A high 5 at that. We can't expect him to have $1 million home if you can't even keep an apartment. You can't. You can't expect him to buy you a car if you can't even keep your car note paid up on time. We expect so much from other people when we're in relationships that we're not even giving ourselves those same requirements. We're not living from the requirements we get from other people. We put on other people. Stop demanding from other people what you're not willing to put on yourself. A lot of times we're hard on ourselves when it comes to guilt, when it comes to the bad stuff. But how about, can we be hard on ourselves when it comes to getting our shit in order? Forgive me for cursing. But I'm just serious. We commit to the narcissist, we commit to the abuser, but we will not commit to ourselves. We have to reverse that. We'll commit to a man before we commit to our kids. What is that all about? We'll commit to women before we commit to our own household. What is that all about? I went through that with my dad. He used to commit to women more than he committed to his own relationship with me. And it bothered me so much, but he said that's who he is and he ain't never gonna change it. So I learned to accept that. That's who he is. So what did I commit to me? I commit to the relationship with my own children so that they never have to say, mommy was more committed to chasing this and that and that and that, but she wasn't committed to me. Hi, Linda, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Veronica, for that. I'm just sharing what's in my spirit today because I really I think I'm just tired of the same old thing, and I hear it all the time, especially when it comes to coaching. And I used to say it all the time. I don't understand why he just won't commit. I don't understand why he just won't commit. I don't understand why they just don't love me. I don't understand. I just don't get it. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Because that's how it makes you feel like something's wrong with you, and nothing's wrong with you. Nothing. You just haven't learned how to love you. That's all. I'm actually going to be doing a 21-day self-love challenge. Hi, Melanie. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to announce that right now because I've been holding off on it. It's been in my spirit for 3 weeks. And I was just like, hey, nobody wants to do that. Because it's going to challenge and it's going to push you to really, really dig deep. I am going to do that 21-day self-love challenge. And it's going to start June 1st. And if you guys want to participate in that with me, DM me, put some red hearts down there in the comment section that you want to participate in this 21-day self-love challenge. Because listen, guys, it's time for some self-healing. It's time for us to learn to get back to ourselves and stop putting our commitments out there to everyone else before we learn to commit to ourselves. 21-day self-love challenge. Put some red hearts down in the comments, guys, whether you're catching me via live now or via the replay. 21-day self-love challenge. It is going to be something that is going to be amazing. I'm going to have a lot of content for you guys. I actually have a self-love journal that if you do participate in this 21-day self-love challenge, that I'm going to give you your journal to write in that I created myself. I actually wrote it 7 years ago, not even realizing that it was going to be for such a time as this. I had no idea. All I knew was that I needed to be a part of it. Thank you, Janine. Thank you, Linda, so much. Make sure to get this information to you guys. Also, I will DM every last one of you because I'm going to need your emails so that I can get this information to you. But I was trying to hold off on this, but it's just coming out right now. So for the month of June, guys, we are going to do this self-love challenge, and we are going to get back to love, get back to loving ourselves, get back to committing to who we are, get back to committing to the love that we seek, and that list that we expect from, everybody will say Boaz. Okay, so we want Boaz, but we have to become committed like Ruth was. Esther, Queen Esther, right? She was committed to her journey and to her process. And that my favorite movie really still is One Night with the King. And if you've never seen it, guys, go out and go see it. It's probably somewhere in your Christian bookstores or even in Walmart. That's where I got mine from years ago. It was in Walmart. But look it up, find it on Amazon, One Night with the King, because it definitely helps to show us what the process like was then for somebody to prepare to be married. And if they didn't get chosen, they were stuck as a concubine, which they never got a chance to realize their lives, right? So take a look at that, because it definitely helps you to understand the challenges of preparing for what it is that you desire. She had to become a queen before she was made queen. Okay? Say that again. She had to become queen before she was made queen. She had to learn step by step what it was like. So she couldn't have any expectations. But because she learned how to become a queen before she was made queen, she got half and more of his kingdom when it was necessary to save her people. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this challenge, guys. I'm so excited about this, and I know that it's going to be great. Tell your friends about it. Tag your friends, so that if you know people who need this challenge, share this information with them so that they can go ahead and sign up for this challenge as well, and I can get them the information, because we're going to start June 1st. I'm just putting it out there, June 1st is the 21-day self-love challenge with heart and soul conversation, heart and soul coaching. And we're gonna get this back. We're gonna go into the summertime strong. So when 2021 come in, we won't have any baggage remaining from time before then to now, because all is gonna be restored. If the thief be caught, he has to restore everything from then to now, and he will lose what was in his own house. It's time for us to get back what was taken and what we let go of, and that comes through love. That comes through love. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Jason, for participating. I appreciate that. Because it's not just for women, guys. There are men out there too who need to come back to learning how to love themselves, because they've been drained by women as well, or they've been hurt by their parents. They've experienced trauma and love as well. We as a people. So this isn't just gender specific. This is people specific. This is people specific. Share it out with your friends, guys. Let's get everybody we know signed up for this challenge so we can all come together as a tribe and become healthy, well, and whole, mind, body, heart, and soul. That's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I'm Coach K. You cannot live your best life until you become your best self. And to thine own self be true, because that is the only way you can truly be you. And it is my goal that we be healthy, well, and whole, mind, body, heart, and soul. Till next time, guys, I'm Coach K. I'll see you soon. Bye. Ciao.